What is going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome back for another Warhammer community update. It's another faction focus, and look, it's Harlequins. Okay, today's new faction focus looks at one of the most unusual branches of the Eldari, the Harlequins. It's been provided by Frankie, who, as well as being one of the hard-working playtesters of the new edition, is also part of the team that puts together blah 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 blah, and you've heard all the rest of it before. Okay, let's move on. Faction focus. So, hello everyone, Frankie here, back to talk to you about everyone's favourite backflipping ninja jesters. And up until recently, I never really understood what they were, but now I'm getting more of an insight into them. Anyway, Harlequins are one of the most flavorful factions in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. They're the Eldari followers of Kegorak, the Laughing God, arch enemies of Chaos. They represent hope for the future of Eldari, recruiting from all factions of their race and remaining safe from the hunger of Slaanesh. They're also defenders of the Webway and the Black Library, ensuring that the priceless information held within never falls into the wrong hands. In the last edition of Warhammer 40,000, using a Harlequin army could be pretty tricky. Replace that with impossible. They tended to be a glass hammer, and I don't speak from experience, but from what I saw, it looked pretty impossible. They tended to be a glass hammer, hitting very hard, but with no ability to take the punches back. The Harlequin armies in the new Warhammer 40,000 are true close combat masters, and will be bouncing around the field with their flip belts, which allow them to ignore terrain and other models when moving. The other half of their incredible mobility comes in Rising Crescendo, which allows them to advance and charge, or charge even after falling back. This makes them extremely mobile when combined with their move characteristic of 8 inches. And here we are, if you can see that, Rising Crescendo. Units with this ability can advance and charge in the same turn. In addition, they can fall back and still shoot and or charge in the same turn. Harlequin troops individually are the equal of other factions' heroes in melee, but their real power comes from in the synergy they have with their characters, such as the Shadow Seer. This model has 5 wounds and packs a punch, with his Mist Stave, I think that's right, yeah, Mist Stave, granting a +2 strength, -1 AP, and D3 damage. But the real reason you take this beast is for his ability shield from harm, which makes your opponent subtract 1 from the wound rolls for any attacks made against friendly Harlequin infantry units. This makes those toughness 3 models vastly more resilient, and means even a las cannon needs a 3+ to wound a basic troop member. Combine that with the fact your entire army has invulnerable saves thanks to their hollow suits, and you'll find these warrior dancers can prove surprisingly resilient. Well, that sounds all okay. Let's have a look. Troop. So we've got 8-inch movement, a 3+ weapon skill, 3+ ballistic skill. Pretty cool. Straight 3, toughness 3. This is the troops. Wounds 1, attacks 4, leadership 8, save on a 6+. This unit contains 5 players. It can include up to 7 additional players. Power rating +1 per model. Each model is armed with a shuriken pistol, harlequin's blade, and prismatic grenades. And you can see the weapons here. Look. Fusion pistol, Neuro Disruptor, Shuriken pistol, Harlequin's blade, Harlequin's caress, don't know what that is, Harlequin's embrace, Harlequin's kiss, prismatic grenade. Just looking at see the ranges there for yourself. It's not bad. Shuriken pistol, 12-inch range. That's not bad not bad at all. I think for me, myself personally, it's going to be a case of really going to have to think about what weapons I use on who, when. It's really good. It's really opening up a whole new realm of tactics for me personally. War gear. If any model may replace its shuriken pistol with a neurodisruptor or fusion pistol. Any model may replace its Harlequin's blade with a Harlequin's embrace, Harlequin's kiss, or Harlequin's caress. Abilities. Rising Crescendo. We've already seen that. Got the hollow suit. Models in this unit have a 4+ invulnerable save and a flip belt. This unit can move across models and terrain as if they were not there. Well, that is pretty awesome. Faction keywords: Eldari, Harlequins, Mask. Keywords: infantry, troop. Next up, we have my personal favourite Harlequin hero, the Solitaire. This character is a blender made manifest. He moves 12 inches normally and has 8 attacks. Sorry. 8 attacks. He can swing with his Harlequin's Caress, which does 1 wound at strength 5, AP -2, or his Harlequin's Kiss, which does D3 damage at strength 4, AP -1. He also has a 3+ invulnerable save, which is extremely good and pretty rare to find on such a fast moving unit. However, the truly juicy ability he has that sets him apart from the rest is Blitz. The Blitz ability allows you to move an extra 2d6 and gain 2 attacks once per game. With the fact your army can advance and charge, that's a potential 30-inch move. Combined with the ability to leap and flip through enemy ranks, he can easily charge past screening units and mince vulnerable backfield support characters. If your opponent isn't careful, the Solitaire will leave a trail of destruction in his wake. Oh, he's looking pretty cool there. I like the look of that one. Lastly, let's talk about what I feel is one of the, if not the, best transports in the game, the Starweaver. It moves 16 inches, has toughness 5, 6 wounds, and a 4+ invulnerable save, and the ever useful fly keyword. Fly on an open top transport equates to greatness and is the envy of the lesser races. Transports which crawl along the ground and get bogged down. Yeah, the lesser races transports which crawl along the ground and get bogged down. The thing that keeps this vehicle alive, though, is the Mirage launchers, which make your opponent subtract 1 from any hit rolls made against this model. In the shooting phase, these vehicles put your deadly Harlequins where you want them on the table and are surprisingly resilient. It looks pretty cool too. I'll have to come up with some funky paint schemes on that one. Harlequins are one of the strongest armies I have played in Warhammer 40,000. They move so fast and hit like trucks in close combat, while also packing a surprising close-ranged sting in the shooting phase too. I hope all of you have been practicing painting diamonds, as Harlequins will be a tremendously fun army to play. Well, the full rules for Harlequins in the new edition of Warhammer 40,000 can be found in the Index Xenos 1. If that has inspired you to give these Guardians in the Black Library a go on the tabletop, start your army off with a troop of Harlequins. You are, quite unsurprisingly, a troop's choice in a Harlequins army. The one that's in the webway, not the guys who make books in Nottingham Head. Yeah, we know Black Library, yeah. And there you have it, folks. Harlequins. From what I've been reading recently, and what I've just heard there, they look pretty cool, pretty funky. I don't know whether I will ever get around to doing a Harlequin army. I'm not sure. I may get the odd model here and there because they're cool, but they certainly sound like they mean business there on the battlefield, and certainly, which I will talk about when all of these updates have finished coming out, if they ever do actually, but we'll see. But I will talk about at some point is my actual thoughts on, from what I've seen of 8th edition, and it may even be prudent to get a few games in myself before we have a chat about it. But there you go. So what do you think, guys? I mean, to me it sounds that they sound quite powerful. It's feeling like it's powerful, but from what little I have seen, though, things that sound, weak on paper, on the tabletop, I've seen to be actually quite good, and vice versa. So, yeah. But, yeah, Harlequins. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you, and bye for now.